Past Crutchlow.
Oh, he's in way too hot. He's in way too hot. Marquez has gone off the track. That's going to cost him the podium. It's podium over surely for Marquez. He got it all in way too hot on Cal Crutchlow. And Marquez has dropped back behind Rossi. He's dropped back behind Danny Pedrosa. Well, we said, would he throw caution to the wind? Well, he did, and it's backfired.
Here they are at Stoke Corner. He's just too fast. He nearly hit Cal Crutchlow.
That's why, yeah, it was nearly elbow to elbow, and all he's doing is going to the car park. And that is podium over for Marc Marquez, surely.
Well, as you so rightly say, Mark, full marks to this man. Maverick Vinales, what a ride on the Suzuki, but a fiercer battle as we've seen all season for second place.
Brilliant action. Marc Marquez, well, he said all year long, if he hasn't been able to win the races, he'll quite happily settle for the points. Oh, dearie me. He's not been...
Is that settling for the points?
This has been Marc Marquez in all-out attack mode right from the get-go here. It's been absolutely sensational to watch the number 93 at work here in this British Grand Prix.
He's trying to get past his teammate Danny Pedrosa now, down at Brooklands corner. He's all over his rear wheel. He just doesn't know the meaning of the word, does he? Take it carefully, just pick up the World Championship points. We thought he did, but he doesn't. Through Woodcut they come, right on the rear wheel. Vinales has crossed the line already. Crutchlow in second place, Valentino Rossi third.
Yeah, Marquez will be kicking himself. Maverick Vinales then on the final lap. History beckons for the Suzuki rider. What a year it's been for the MotoGP World Championship as Marc Marquez tried to fight back through on Danny Pedrosa. Marquez back up to fourth. What a year for the MotoGP World Championship. 7 different winners we're about to be seeing with Maverick Vinales at the front. We could have 4 first-time winners in the last 5 Grand Prix here in MotoGP. Brilliant stuff.
Well, he was the star of the future. He's now the star of today. David Abrevio can't.
His girlfriend cannot watch.
She's given up watching.
Yeah.
She's just looking through her fingers, isn't she?
She's got no fingernails left, that's for sure.
Down at Club Corner. Crutchlow now looks pretty safe in second place with Valentino Rossi third. Marquez in fourth place, but Marquez was up in the second place.
Oh,
he can't look. The girlfriend is just hoping and praying. He's got half a lap to go here at Silverstone. He's into the Abbey curve. Crutchlow and Rossi are now there. Marc Marquez and Danny Pedrosa.
Take nothing away from Cal Crutchlow as well, Nick. It's been a brilliant ride from him to score a second successive podium. He's had some real miserable moments on home soil in the British Grand Prix as Cal Crutchlow, but he's putting all those behind him as Maverick Vinales. He comes through the loop. He has a good glance at the big screen there. Maverick Vinales edging ever closer to Suzuki's first victory since Le Mans in 2007. He comes down the Wellington Straight. The Suzuki fans are in jubilant mood. Maverick Vinales, he's been MotoGP's top gun today.
Cal Crutchlow in second place, but now all eyes will turn to the 21-year-old Spaniard. His premier class maiden victory, Suzuki's first win since 2007. Maverick Vinales wins here at Silverstone.
Brilliant ride by Maverick Vinales. Cal Crutchlow takes a phenomenal second place. Valentino Rossi third. Marquez did find his way back into fourth place. What a ride by the Spaniard. He was all action throughout that 19-lap race. Danny Pedrosa fifth. Andrea Dovizioso in sixth place. Aleix Espargaro was seventh. That 1 second penalty won't alter his position. Jorge Lorenzo back in eighth.
Danilo Petrucci crossing the line in 9th place. Just 9 riders across the line as we stand at the moment. Alvaro Bautista in 10th place.
There's Aleix Espargaro. Great to see him congratulating his teammate Maverick Vinales.
Yeah, Yoni Hernandez 11, Eugene Lavity 12. Alex Lowe's in 13th place, Hector Barbara 14, and in 15th place Tito Rabat and Jack Miller in 16th place. And I think Scott Redding may still be going despite these 2 crashes and should finish 17th.
There you go, confirmation. Chris Vermeulen, the last Suzuki MotoGP winner back in 2007. Well, that long run's ended. How many long barren runs are being ended at the moment? Ducati winning their first race in 6 years, a British rider winning for the first time in 35 years in Brno, and now Maverick Vinales, Suzuki's first winner in 9 years, and Cal Crutchlow. He looks almost as happy with that second place as he did with the win in Brno a couple of weeks ago, because that was a brilliant ride by Crutchlow.
Well, he fought off Marc Marquez, he fought off Valentino Rossi, he fought off Andrea Iannone. superb stuff. There is his wife, Lucy. Brilliant stuff from Crutchlow. Boy, has his season turned on its head after so many disappointments. Valentino Rossi in third place. Going to shake hands out with Cal Crutchlow.
I wouldn't leave it too long for Cal Crutchlow to have a second baby the way he's been performing since he had his first one.
Yeah. I'm sure Rossi is pleased to be on the podium. He will be happy to finish in front of Marc Marquez. Will close a few points as far as the World Championship can go. But nobody who witnessed that about half a lap of pure mayhem between Rossi and Marquez. If you think they like each other, if you think they're not bitter rivals, just watch that footage.
That was just fantastic. Maverick Vinales, well,
I remember when he first came here and he took pole position. I think may have been a 125 race, it being a Moto 3. He could not speak a word of English, and he came to me because I was doing the press conference, and I had to write the questions and the answers out for him. Now he is a MotoGP star. He is a world champion in the making.
Yeah, what a day for Suzuki as well. Of course, they left the World Championship at the end of 2011 to take a sabbatical for 3 years. Many felt that, well, some felt that they would never come back. Some felt that when they did come back, they certainly wouldn't be in a position this early to be fighting for race wins. There's Valentino Rossi. He's taken 3 points out of Marc Marquez, so no big dent in Marquez's championship prospects. Great double wheelie from Rossi and Crutchlow down the international pitch straight.
Well, they're the two men, to be honest, that have made the crowd the size of it is at Silverstone. Valentino Rossi and Cal Crutchlow. But you're probably going to be telling your children, your grandchildren in years to come, I saw Maverick Vinales win his first MotoGP race, because he is going to win an awful lot more.
Marc Marquez comes in for a 4th place, and boy did he fight. Quite rightly, a round of applause from
I think
his
the crowd
mechanics.
are giving him a round of applause. I'm really glad to hear that, but you're not going to see a fiercer riding performance by anybody in the world than that.
Yeah, that was
absolutely brilliant from Marc Marquez. I hope he's smiling. He's lost 3 points in the World Championship. It's not the end of the world, is it?
This man will be smiling. Maverick Vinales, Suzuki back on the top step of the podium. It's been a hard going for the Hamamatsu factory since 2007.
And then they're knocking over Cal Crutchlow's dad there, aren't they?
I don't think Deck will mind too much yet. You can see there, just giving a pat on the back to Maverick Vinales.
Yeah, it's great them coming back into Grand Prix racing. There was a sad loss when they dropped out. But here they are, the 2 more heroes, Cal Crutchlow and Valentino Rossi. But congratulations, the girlfriend can now take her hands away from her face and kiss her man.
Well, they might have been cold and wet yesterday. They might be a little bit chilly today. Well, those British fans have seen unbelievable entertainment in all 3 classes here at the British Grand Prix. Whatever they paid for their tickets, well, they can't say that they did not get their money's worth, because today Moto 3, Moto 2 and MotoGP has been the best advert possible for World Championship motorcycle racing. It's been breathtaking action throughout the day, Nick.
If you can't enjoy that, you really shouldn't be watching. And that goes to people who are interested, or fans, and people who are just tuning in for the first time. That is racing at the highest level. Cal Crutchlow back in, Valentino back in, Valentino Rossi back in. You'd have thought both of them had won the race the way they are celebrating.
Cal Crutchlow, that is his 3rd podium finish in the last 4 races. Talk about red-hot form. There is Lucio Cecchinello. Somewhere in there, his wife Lucy, who's dragged herself away from new baby daughter Willow to come and congratulate hubby. He's had some tough times at the British Grand Prix, Cal Crutchlow, but he's getting quite accustomed to finding himself in Parc Ferme at the moment.
Valentino Rossi won the race here last year in the rain. He fought off the massive challenge from Marc Marquez. I think psychologically that's really important for Valentino Rossi as well. Well, I just hope you've enjoyed Silverstone as much as we have. We've been apologising to everybody we've seen about the weather. Then we turned up with a Grand Prix. And a rare old smile there from Dani Pedrosa. I'll tell you what, that was a real morale-boosting rider by Dani Pedrosa, hanging in there all the way through, eventually finishing in 5th place.
Yeah, 6.3 seconds off the race winner, so that's as closest as he's been to the front of the field for a long time. Headlines, though, will all be grabbed by that young man there, 21-year-old Spaniard Maverick Vinales, the 17th victory of his Grand Prix career, his first since Sepang in Malaysia in the Moto 2 race in 2014. his third MotoGP front row. He's did it from
second podium, isn't it?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant for Vinales. You know,
now the real race starts, getting everything packed up to get to Misano in 7 days' time.
Well, as we said, this is why Suzuki grabbed him out of Moto2 after just 1 year. This is why Yamaha have got all confidence in him to take the seat of Jorge Lorenzo.
He's letting the emotions go now, isn't he, David Avery?
He's won a few
great friend of Valentino Rossi, but they've done it. Suzuki are back. Ducati were back 2 races ago. It is what's so great about this season. Every race produces a little bit of history, doesn't it?
Brilliant.
Jack Miller in Assen, don't forget as well.
Well, we've had 4 first-time winners in the Premier class in the last 5 races. 7 winners now in 2016. That's the most we've had since 2006.
Yeah, the sport is in an incredible position at the moment.
So I correct myself, 7 winners in a season is the most we've had since the last few races of 1999 and the start of the 2000 season. 2006 was the last time we had 6 different winners. How could I forget Maverick Vinales winning that? So 7 different winners in 12 MotoGP races here this year. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the best form of motorsport in the world.
Valentino Rossi and Cal Crutchlow exchange a few pleasantries and a few stories about things that had gone on in the race.
Well, they swapped a bit of paint at times as well, didn't they?
They did, yeah.
Great race.
This is Marc Marquez and Valentino Rossi. This was personal. This is as good as 3 or 4 bends you will ever see in Grand Prix racing, I think, don't you? Look at it. They're kids, aren't they, on BMX bikes? But these are 250 mile, or 220 mile an hour MotoGP bikes, swapping paint, banging into each other. This is so personal. And in the end, it was Valentino Rossi who came out on top.
Maverick Vinales will enjoy watching all this back later on when he watches the replay. Oh, there was some absolutely stunning action, stunning footage. Great to see Valentino Rossi there, shaking the hands of Davide Brivio. They won a fair few races at Yamaha when they were together, didn't they, back in the day? He
just whispered in his ear, though, you're not going to win any next year when you're my teammate.
Well, Valentino, I think a very important 3rd place for the championship, but it certainly didn't look like an easy one. At the end there, some great battles with Mark and Cal. Tell us about them.
Yeah, you know, for the championship is just 3 points, but I'm very happy because it was a hard battle. I fight for all the race. I never give up because unfortunately after 8-9 laps I start to slide a lot on the rear, so it was very difficult. Control the bike, but at the end it was very funny with Marquez and Crutchlow, and I'm very happy for this podium.
Thanks a lot, Valet. Congratulations.
I love the way he describes it as very funny. If I was anywhere near it, would describe it as very scary, I think.
Yeah, scary, funny in equal measure.
Yeah.
But it was brilliant. Valentino Rossi back on the podium again.
And this is Cal Crutchlow. Well, as you say, 3 podium finishes in the last 4 races. The win in Brno, the 2nd place in Germany, and here a 2nd place in his home Grand Prix. Just brilliant from Cal Crutchlow. And these fans have put up with a lot of inclement weather. Rewarder. Here is Cal Crutchlow.
Well, Cal, from a win in the wet to a very hard-fought 2nd place in front of the home fans, how does it compare?
Yeah, I put up that. It was a long race. Good fun, great fun to, excuse me, to be battling with the guys at the front. I think we deserve that result here. I think the crowd deserved it. They've backed me through thick and thin here over the years. Most of the time I've been in the hospital, so to be here and still on the podium for them is fantastic. A pole position and a 2nd place, I'll take it all day long. I didn't expect to be on the podium. I expected to be in the top 6, so to come away in 2nd place and battle with these guys over a full race distance at Silverstone is good. I controlled it at the end. I knew I had a little bit of a gap, so I was happy enough. And I want to thank everybody for their support. I want to thank my team and Honda for giving me a great package this weekend. And we'll try again next week in Misano.
Thanks a lot, Cal. Congratulations.
Yeah, and he will. He's in the form of his life, Cal Crutchlow.
Yeah,
they all seem to enjoy it so much, didn't they?
Well, that's what they thrive for. This is what these guys live for. That's why they go out onto the track to risk their lives. It's just brilliant entertainment right from the word go. This was Cal Crutchlow up the inside of Marc Marquez. Marquez picked a couple of fights today that perhaps normally he would win.
Yeah,
but
that's right. He ended up with a bit of a bloody nose, didn't he? He did. You're absolutely right. God, how much adrenaline must be coursing through your veins when you're doing this.
Yeah, look at this.
Did they actually?
Yeah, they clipped. They clipped.
clipped.
Yeah, they definitely touched.
And this is where he runs straight on, isn't it? So we mustn't forget the race winner, 21 years old, Maverick Vinales.
Well, Maverick, earlier this weekend you said you were the Friday champion. Well, today you are the Sunday champion. Suzuki's first win since 2007 and your first ever MotoGP victory. How does it feel?
It feels incredible. I mean, for what all I fight all the time now come true, you know, and one race like that I could manage all the time. The lap times were so good, you know, the team worked so much. I'm so grateful for them because I came to this weekend that I think I could win, you know, because I feel also really great on Silverstone always, and my bike was on a really good level, and today we did it, you know. This one dream that came true, I hope I can stay there and give to Suzuki more things like that.
Thanks a lot, Maverick. Congratulations.
As always, very calm, very measured, isn't he, Maverick Vinales? That's until he gets onto a MotoGP motorcycle.
Yeah, stunning performance. He did not put a foot wrong. Absolutely brilliant from Maverick Vinales. You can see there, no surprise to see the hashtag, which I'm sure is trending all around the world now. Hashtag Top Gun Mac. Of course, he is named. His father named him after Maverick, the character that played by Tom Cruise in the film a few years ago, the Hollywood blockbuster.
They took him on a plane, didn't they, last year?
Yeah, they did in Aragon.
I think that scared him a lot more than ever riding a motorcycle.
Well, he was flying today, no doubt about it. Brilliant performance. You go back to Chris Vermeulen's win at Le Mans in 2007 in the rain. But, you know, before that, Suzuki's last win before Vermeulen was way back in 2001, Sete Gibernau at Valencia.
Congratulations to Maverick Vinales. Congratulations to Suzuki. Congratulations to MotoGP, because there's been 3 quite incredible races, and it just has been an amazing weekend. Sorry about the weather to all the people throughout the world. That's part of an English weekend, part of racing at Silverstone. And this is at the height of the battle. Marc Marquez and Valentino Rossi, like a couple of kids, and that's Andrea Iannone going down in front of them. And he was right in there until he went down, wasn't he?
Looked like he was just maybe half a metre offline there, Andrea Iannone. This is on board with the factory Ducati rider. Yeah, I think he was just in a fraction wide there. Soft front tyre giving way on Andrea Iannone. You know, he would have certainly been in that podium battle. He would have loved a little scrap with Marquez and Valentino Rossi, wouldn't he?
He would have lapped it up.
You know what, Nick? I'm just thinking off the top of my head, and I'm pretty sure this must be right, as we get again confirmation of Suzuki's drought coming to an end. Chris Vermeulen, Le Mans 2007. Maverick Vinales must be the first rider in history to win in Moto3, Moto2 and MotoGP.
Right, let's have a look. Think of Moto3. He must be.
Jack Miller's the only other rider that won in Moto3, and he didn't do Moto2, of course.
No, there we are. Again, history in the making. The podium beckons. Thank you, all 3 of you, and a few others in that MotoGP race, for providing such amazing entertainment. And congratulations to Suzuki. It was a big step for them, a big financial step especially, for them to come back into Grand Prix racing, and they have been rewarded. So here we go, the podium at Silverstone, round 12 of the MotoGP World Championship. As always, Valentino Rossi has to be reminded he's got on the podium because he's talking. He's talking to Cal Crutchlow. Crowd on their feet. And that's for Cal Crutchlow, as you can hear. But the race winner, Maverick Vinales.
Yeah, and was it coincidence that the 3 guys that started on the front row, the 3 guys that had the hard front tyre and the medium rear, all finished in the top 3?
There you go. Davide Brivio. Well, Suzuki couldn't have brought a better man in, couldn't they, to mastermind their return to Grand Prix racing. Peter Thomas from the Circuit of Wales makes the presentation. Suzuki back in the frame. 2007, Chris Vermeulen, over 9 years ago.
Valentino Rossi takes yet another MotoGP podium. He's the first rider today to start 250 MotoGP races, and he's done it from the podium. It's his 217th Grand Prix podium and his 181st in the Premier class. Remarkable.
Second place Derek Redmond, the former British athlete, gives Cal Crutchlow the trophy. What a month it's been for the man that lives in the Isle of Man, but that was born just up the road from here in Coventry.
Yeah, 11th podium finish for Crutchlow.
But the race winner, history-making once again. He's 21 years old. He brings success back to Suzuki after his very first MotoGP victory. Congratulations, Maverick Vinales. So congratulations to Maverick Vinales, congratulations to all the riders in that amazing race. We wish good health to Loris Baz and Paul Espargaro, who crashed on turn 2 and the race had to be stopped and restarted and dropped by 1 lap. Sure, the Carver will now flow. And of course, we will be back in action in just 5 days' time for the first practice session for the Grand Prix of San Marino and the Riviera of Rimini at the Mazzano circuit. It's rained, it's been windy, it's been cold, but in all 3 classes the riders have come up with unbelievable entertainment for the crowd of 75,000. Very special day for British MotoGP when you see racing of this quality and this intensity. Suzuki back on the top step. Chris Vermeulen, I'm sure, is back in Australia doing his work as a television commentator. And the last Suzuki winner at Le Mans over 9 years ago. I think the last Suzuki on the podium here at the British Grand Prix at Silverstone, Randy Mamola, in 1983.